Imagine a galaxy where the throne is not inherited by blood, but seized through the sheer force of will and the command of a fleet that spans star systems. You are part of the Starship Fleet Commander lineage, tasked with holding together a crumbling empire against internal rebellion and external threats from alien hegemonies. But when you discover that the dynasty is not just a political structure, but an ancient pact with a cosmic entity that demands sacrifice for power, you realize that leadership isn't about giving orders, it's about surviving the weight of the crown. Welcome to Dynastic Space Opera, the sixth pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Aer-ki Jyr's Starship Fleet Commander series. If you love Imperial space opera tropes, political intrigue, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist navigate a galactic war through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of dynastic legacy. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist facing the immediate threat of a coup within their own ranks, thrusting them into a race against time to secure their authority before rival houses crush their ascent. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of strained engines, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are erased from history. Jyr excels at capturing the psychological toll of command in the face of the incomprehensible, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of progress made across centuries. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular fleet commander trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers. It's about understanding the complex ecology of alien politics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior numbers. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Starship Fleet Commander lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Dynastic Space Opera is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Aer-ki Jyr has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.